Hey, Pastor Dustin Brown here, Reignite Street Reach. Just wanted to give you a quick informational video kind of about what Reignite Street Reach really is all about. God gave us a word out of the parable of the great banquet just a couple months ago, and he said that the season of invitations had been is over. They'd been sent, they'd been denied, and the next season in that parable is to go out into the streets quickly and invite the lame and the blind and the halt. And so that's where that came from. And so we went out into the street, and God just decided to blow on it, and it's began to spread kind of all over the place. We've done street reaches in Champaign, Illinois, and then he brought us down to Mattoon, Illinois, and then Charleston, Illinois, and on October 23rd, we're going to Genevieve, Missouri. And then we have another date set in November 20th there in Chillicothe, up in Chillicothe in Trenton, Missouri, and so he's just starting to spread it out. We have another one coming up in Terre Haute in November, early December. We just haven't got that date set yet. What we do is we come in and we talk to whatever that hosting church is, or a pastor or a group of pastors. We talk to them and ask a question. Do you have a desire in your heart to go out and to reach the lost in your city and in your community? And if the answer is yes to that, then we come and we just share that vision with you and what God has us doing. And so what that looks like is that we would get some freezers. We put them in your church or your building or whoever's hosting it. We buy those for you, put them in there. We start by bringing all the food to you during that street reach. We pack those freezers, and then we get dry goods, we get boxes. We all meet together at that host site. We have a time of reflection and clean out and worship. We go down and begin to put those boxes together. We put frozen food in it, those dry goods. We load them up in the back of trucks and trailers and whatever we use. And then we go out into the area that the Lord's leading you to go out into to reach with those teams and with those boxes of food. We go street by street in whatever area that is, and door by door to those that are home and those that are outside. We not only bring them the food, but of course Jesus said to preach the gospel and to heal the sick, to cast off demons. And so we do that while we're there. And that, of course, that's the main focus. God said, I command a blessing over those that gather together in unity. And so we are seeing God using Reignite Street Reach to take the body of Christ and bring it together to go out and reach the lost. And so we then help you after that event. We'll come back together. We have a time of testimony, and then after that, we try to help you if it's something that you want to keep doing and you feel like the Lord is showing you that this is what you need to be doing in your land that God's given you. We help you find a food source so that you can plug into that. You've already got the freezers because we gave them to you. And then if we need to come another time or two as far as going out and actually in the streets and training and evangelism, then we do that as well. So our goal is that we get you running and we leave and you foster that, and then that's something that becomes part of what you're doing, following that command from God that says, go out into the streets quickly and bring in the lame and the blind and the lost. Remember, this isn't about bringing them into a particular church building. This is about bringing them into the kingdom. And if the opportunity to come to church just becomes part of that because it's presented to them through the relationships that you gain, through the contacts that you make, the connections that you make, the people that you pray for, the needs that get met. You get flyers, whoever's involved with it. You just make flyers for your particular church building. You can put them in there. You get your business cards. You put them in the boxes, and we let the Lord do the rest of the work. So it's super exciting. God's igniting the body with it. He's bringing unity with it, and we're willing to walk in what God's called us to walk. He gave us, just to leave you, I know it's a 4-minute video, but just to leave you with something, in Joshua chapter 1 and verse 13, God gave us a word personally, and he said this. Listen, I'm paraphrasing it, but he said this. He said, you have been given your land, and what I want you to do now is I want you to prepare for war, and I want you to go and I want you to help your brethren inherit their land. And when all that's finished, you can come back to your land and you can enjoy it. And so there's a promise there for us, and there's some obedience there for us, but we believe God is raising up a remnant, and we also believe that it's going to require us breaking tradition and religion and do something different, and God's using it. And so just Lord bless you, and if this is something you're interested in, you can reach out to us through email at browndustin418@gmail.com, and feel free to call me on my cell, 217-761-8863, and we can talk about what that looks like in your land. God bless you, and may the favor of the Lord always be on you and give you peace.